Hello everyone, welcome back to Allcarnews, and we are in the all-new GMC Sierra Denali EV with the max range battery pack for 2025. And let's go charge it. We are pretty low right now at around 30% for this gigantic battery pack that is actually quite low. We only have around 111 miles of range estimate, but it is also 23 degrees, so that may be a little bit lower than expected. We did indeed fast charge, so it is ready to plug in at any time. We can stop the fast charging process or fast charge prep process if you do want to. You have a few other things you can kind of do in this charging settings over here. You can see your next charge set to your next set charge target as well. Probably just go around 80% right there, which says 376 miles. If you do go to the full max 100%, it's saying 465 miles. So now this is not due to efficiency with this EV, it's more due to the insane size of this battery pack. But let's go plug it in and see how this thing does with charging. So we're at these Tesla superchargers over here with the magic connector, though at the time of filming, GM EVs can actually use all superchargers as long as you have a adapter over here. But to use the magic docks pretty easily. We've seen these many times in our videos before. We just open up our port right here and we can go over to the Tesla connector. All we have to do is press this, hold it in, it should lock into place, and voila, that is about it. If not, we will have to activate this from my phone to get it started charging. So we're inside, let's go to our charging screen. It says charge cord connected, so it does know it's there. Charge assist, no, it is not signed in, but you can actually sign in to a whole bunch of different accounts on here, and it will actually just plug and charge, which is really nice. So like EVgo, I think, ChargePoint, and a few other stuff there, but you do need the GM mobile app to actually get access for that, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, for now, we're just going to use our charging app to get this set up. So I'm going to do that, and we should be able to start charging. Okay guys, so we just initialized charging and we can see we are confirmed charging as the speeds are slowly ramping up on our digital cluster right here. Let's go to the screen. This will kind of show it a little bit more. You can kind of see those speeds slowly ramping up. Now this thing can switch over to an 800 volt style architecture. It's kind of like two gigantic battery packs blended together here. But when we are on a higher speed charging, it will kind of bump up that voltage to get you a little bit higher charging speed. So as you can see right now, I'm not too big of a fan of how this is kind of displaying charging information over here, but I'd much rather see just the kilowatt speed. So we're at 157 right now. It can do up to 350. This chargers over here can do around 250. See if it gives us an estimate. So it says 0 to 80% at 40 minutes at a rate of 158 kilowatts. Now just imagine that basically up to around 250 or even 350 kilowatts, this time's going to decrease dramatically up to 80%. So in real world scenarios, even fast charging, it's not going to be too bad in terms of time to charge this. Now, where this thing's might get a little bit expensive is in terms of the amount of kilowatt hours you're putting into the battery pack. So this is around almost, I think, around 200 kilowatt hour battery pack. I'll put the correct figure there for you guys. So add that up, do the math. It's going to add up. So this may not be the most cheap EV to charge in the public. It's probably going to be better to charge at home overnight on those scenarios where electricity is a lot cheaper. But for now, we're going to see how much this ends up costing as well at this current rate of charging speed, and I will update you guys on anything that happens. Okay, everyone, we're actually going to end this charge just a little bit early, just because it's gotten a little bit crowded here. We're not really getting as nice speeds as we want to, and it's incredibly expensive because this car has so many kilowatt hours in this massive battery pack. So we're at 56% now, so we definitely have increased pretty high. You can also see this cool station power gauge over here, which I think is a cool touch. I like this charging screen. We also have our charging screen in the center over here. You can see now it's dropped to 25 minutes, but we can also stop our charging pretty easily just from here by just pressing stop to charge, and that will end our current charging session pretty quickly. So we can just go unplug now and get ready. But we've gained almost around 100-ish miles of range. I would say 150 miles of range, which isn't too bad. Let's go unplug, and I'll show you guys some of the stats afterwards from this charging session, which costed us $30 for around, I think, 40-ish kilowatt hours. Let's unplug from here, hop back into the Tesla charger, close our port, and head back inside. Okay, guys, we are at a Tesla supercharger once again. Time to charge the GMC Sierra Denali EV. We're going to plug into this magic connector here, and I'll show you how far back. We do actually have to reverse into it to actually get it into the spot so it fits. This thing does look absolutely epic, I will say, and it's pretty cool. You can charge now on these superchargers even without these magic connectors. Actually, this will take a North American charging standard NACA adapter, and it should plug and charge almost if you sign into some different accounts now. So we're going to see how far back we're going to have to go to get into this spot here. This thing is huge, so I can imagine at some tighter Tesla supercharger stations, it might be a bit of a difficult task to actually plug in. And if you guys can see inside, we are pretty low. We're at 28% right now at 105 miles. Let's plug it in and see what happens. We did fast charge prep for this for about the past 15 minutes, so it should be nice and warm. We're also driving it for a little bit. I'll make sure we get the magic connector in, so it's North American charging standard or the Tesla port. Locked and loaded. It should plug right into here. We only have one other Tesla charging here. This is number 1A as well. So we're gonna go sign into this and check out how it's gonna charge. So let's hop inside. And we can see we do indeed have 28% of charge right now, 105 miles of range on 28%. This is a huge, huge battery pack. So I'm gonna activate it via my app and let's start the charging process. Okay guys, we just plugged in and it is ramping up pretty quickly. We have it set to 80%. I don't think we're gonna actually go all the way up to 80 right now. You can see it's checking the station power. It does an interesting thing and kind of puts the speed in miles per hour. I like this station power gauge up here. You can see it's slowly ramping up really quickly actually. So that's how big this pack is, from around 30% to 80%. It says 40 minutes. Now it's also colder outside right now, so that could hamper charging technology and speed. So let's turn on the vehicle now. It'll give us more of a sense of a kilowatt range. So it's saying 168 kilowatts it is taking from this Tesla supercharger right now. This is a 250 kilowatt charger in total, so this thing can go up to 350 kilowatts speeds at the proper charger and everything, but this is not bad. 168, 169. It might increase a little bit as we start charging. The battery gets a little bit warm. Again, as we saw the last time on our center radio over here, if we go into our vehicle status page, we can get a little more information over here. Or if we go to our charging page, actually, I'm sorry, and we can see what's happening live with our charging speeds. So we can see 360 miles per hour range increase, and you can change your charge target to really much whatever you want. So let's see, for this case, we might just bring it up to 60%. And even at 60%, we get 268 miles. That is a lot quicker at just 25 minutes. It'd be nice to see if we got these higher speeds of this charger. It is still ramping up, so I will update you guys if we see any higher speeds. But so far, so good. And let's stay tuned to see what we can do. Quick update, everyone. We only are now at 138 kilowatts. We're just around, I think, a little over 40% state of charge, 45% state of charge. There is no one at these superchargers other than us, so I'm surprised we're not seeing higher numbers on this GMC Sierra Denali EV. Again, it's 28 degrees outside. We did fast charge prep, and you can see you can do that in here actually, from fast charge prep before you are going to your charger. So we did do that beforehand. So okay, we have just ended our charging session at 60%. We now have 269 miles of range, and let's go unplug from our charger. This station got pretty full by the time we have been here, so let's just unplug out of here. This is very toasty. Pop that back into there. Close up our charge port dart and head off on our way. And found something very interesting inside of the GMC, which I think is going to give us a hint at what's to come in this vehicle. So let's say you're sitting here charging and you're in your infotainment system and you want to maybe watch something or, entertain yourself. Well, you don't have anything, at least at this moment. And these are all the apps you can see on your GMC's infotainment screen, this GMC Sierra Denali EV. Going into the Google Play Store, there honestly really isn't anything other than just routing apps or some audio listening apps with no video, really nothing. There's even some gas apps you can download on here. But if you go to settings, if you have a vehicle like this right now, and you go to apps, and let's go to view all apps installed on this car, we have things like ambient lighting, which this car does not have. So maybe it's going to finally add ambient lighting. It also has connected cameras, which this car does not have. We also have things like the entertainment hub, which this car does not have. So these look like things that may not be activated yet, including this special off-road pages maybe. We have an off-road mode, but not off-road pages. So I'm not sure if this is stuff that's on other GMCs with this new infotainment system, or this is going to be coming to the GMC Sierra Denali EV, but we don't have those on this vehicle at all. Even if you go into your My GMC, there's really nothing else there. So that's pretty interesting to note, but hopefully they'll be able to send an update soon that will give you that information and more application stuff, because even while you're out charging at a fast station, you want to be occupied by something other than just your phone sometimes, and just play around with things in this infotainment system. But otherwise, not too bad of a charging session. Could be better. I know this thing can do better, but that's all the time we have with the vehicle. Hope you guys enjoyed this charging session with the GMC Sierra Denali EV, and stay tuned for more on this series.